Hey everyone, Metagross Freak here. I've got 10 packs of Magic the Gathering Battle for Zendikar. My local comic shop actually has them in English, Korean, and Russian. So if for some reason, if you want to get Russian Planeswalkers, head to Monterey if you're in the area. Current Comics has it in Russian, and I believe it's either Japanese or Korean. Don't blame me if I got it wrong. I'm sorry. So I'm going to open up these 10 packs. I got 10 because it costs $40 instead of 9 packs for $60, which is how much they're charging for the fat pack. So I'm going to open up all 10 of these live.
Alright, first pack we've got Earthen Arms, a Merc Strider, a Sledge Crawler, Plummet, Belligerent Whiptail, Angelic Gift, Shadow Glider, Dominator Drone, Stone Fury, Ghostly Sentinel, Chasm Guide, Blighted Gorge, interesting, Breaker of Armies, and for the rare, Prairie Stream, a Full Art Mountain, very nice, and an Eldrazi Scion token. Alright, so I'm going to have to take a look at most of these cards later because I didn't look at any of the preview stuff. My preview was seeing people, I was seeing my friend Zane actually got a couple of pre-release packs, and I got like 2 or 3 battle for Eldrazi cards that way. So next up, Brilliant Spectrum, Altar's Reap, Reckless Cohort, Inspired Charge, Unnatural Aggression, Geyser Field Stalker, Cloud Manta, Sandstone Bridge, Tajuro Beastmaster, Demon's Grasp, Void Attendant, Wind Rider Patrol, Blighted Fen, and the rare is Radiant Flames. We have a Full Art Island and an Eldrazi Scion token. Alright, so 2 Full Art lands. I'm not sure if there's a Full Art land for all lands, but still it's pretty cool. I like the Full Art lands. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be getting how many packs. I know I have these 10, but I might be getting more in the future. Depends on when I get on my luck, I guess. If I do really well, I might get more packs. If I do really poorly, I might get more packs. If I do okay, then, whatever. Next we have Coral Helm Guide, Nirkana Assassin, Oran Reef Invoker, Dispel, Nettle Drone, Fortified Rampart, Belligerent Whiptail, Angelic Gift, Mackendy Slide Runner, Gideon's Reproach, Unified Front, Sylvan Scrying, Malakir Familiar, and a Mythic, Diome, 3rd pack Mythic, Part the Water Veil. Alright, so Part the Water Veil is a sorcery Mythic that is 2 blue and 4 colorless. Take an extra turn after this one, then exile Part the Water Veil. It also has the ability Awaken 6, which costs 6 colors and 3 blue. If you cast this spell for that price, also put 6 1/1 counters on target land you control, and it becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land. So yeah, I mean, if you're willing to pay an additional 9 mana, you can have a free 6/6. That's kind of interesting. And another Full Art Mountain, and another Eldrazi Scion. But still, taking an extra turn for 6, that's not bad. Plus it has the ability to also, like you can save you a card if you want to have something that turns land into creatures. Be good with an elemental deck, especially if you're doing blue-green. I foresee many blue-green decks using that. Okay, next we have 4th pack. Myers Malice, Tajuros Stalwart. I'm reading these upside down, I'm sorry. Clutch of Currents, Cunning Drone, Angelic Gift, Lava Steparator. Actually, that looks like a pretty cool artwork there. Hedron Blade, nice. Valakut Invoker, Courier Griffin, sorry. Benthic Infiltrator, Hagra Sharpshooter, Expedition Envoy, Core Battle Bleed Whirl. And for a rare, we have Beast Caller Savant. Nice, I'll have to check that out. We have a Full Art Forest and an Eldrazi Scion. Alright, let's go to the 5th pack here. And I'm going to take a quick break after this pack to grab some water before I finish the last 5. So Wizards actually underprinted this series. They apparently did not realize how popular a set with Full Art lands would be. To which the fandom went, silly Wizards, you should know us by now. So they definitely underprinted this set, which is why it's going to be even more popular. We have another Myers Malice, a Giant Mantis. Goblin Warpaint. Actually, I want to see this is Goblin Warpaint. 1 red and 1 colorless. Enchant creature gets 2/2 and has haste. That's actually not horrible. That's interesting. Core Castigator. Spell Shrivel. Interesting. Complete Disregard. Ruin Processor. Skyline Cascade. Eyeless Watcher. Rush of Ice. Herald of Kozilek. That's nice. Chasm Guide. Retreat to Coral Helm. Okay. And for our rare, we have Emiria Shepherd, which is an angel. Lovely angel. We have a Full Art Forest, and finally a Core ally instead of an Eldrazi. Next must be a rarer token. Alright, so I'll be right back to get some water. Until next time, I'm kidding. I'll be right back.
And we're back for pack 6 of our 10 pack opening of Battle for Zendikar. Now, I'm actually really surprised that there's no Nissa or Garruk cards in this. I know technically Garruk is not in the lore right now, but they kind of left his lore on a cliffhanger, and with Nissa having just various troubles in the lore, I'm actually really surprised they haven't pulled in Garruk to just kind of go on a rampage murdering Eldrazi. I think we would all enjoy that.
Next we have Swarm Surge, Tajuran Stalwart, Incubator Drone, Culling Drone, Boiling Earth, Lithomancer's Focus, Volcut Predator, Shadow Glider, Lifespring Druid. What's this one do? Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Totally not worth 3 mana. Volcut Invoker, another Invoker, that's nice. Tajiro Warcaller, Sylvan Scrying, Carrier Thrall. It's a vampire, that's cool. Alright, the rare in this one is March from the Tomb, which is a sorcery for a black, white, and 3 colorless. Return any number of target ally creature cards with total converted mana cost 8 or less from your graveyard onto the battlefield. Nice. Full art, 4 Full Art Swamp, and an Eldrazi Scion. Here's the stack so far, in case you're wondering. It's like ED. That's like as thick as my EDH deck with sleeves. I should just walk up to my friend Zane, who has been having trouble finding Battle for Zendikar packs. Just like, so here, looking for Zendikar stuff. Alright, so we've got Blister Pod. Oh, Anticipate. Outnumber. Kite Sail Scout. Eldrazi Devastator. So 8-9 with trample. Nice. 8-9 with trample for 8. Not the best, but still pretty strong. Wave Wing Elemental. Fertile Thicket. Okay, I saw a friend using Fertile Thicket. Let me see what this does here. Fertile Thicket enters the battlefield taps, enters the battlefield. You may look at the top 5 cards from your library. If you do, reveal 1 basic land card from one, I'm going to put it in the top of your library and the rest on the bottom in any order. At least it also taps for green. Geyser Field Stalker, again, alright. Snapping Gnarlid. Interesting, I haven't seen one of those yet. Oh, Evolving Wilds, and alt art for Evolving Wilds, very nice. Bloodbond Vampire. Retreat to Emira. Halimar Tide Caller. It's a human wizard ally. And the rare is Lumbering Falls, which is, it looks like it's island and forest. So just to read the differences. Add green or blue to your battle, so you tap it, add green or blue to your mana pool, it enters and taps, by the way. You can pay 2 and a green and a blue. Lumbering Falls becomes a 3/3 green and blue elemental creature with hexproof until end of turn, and it's still a land. Interesting. We got Full Art Plains, and an Octopus token. Interesting. Definitely getting Kiora in, I guess. I guess someone just wants to have Kiora be relevant again. Because apparently having Fast and Fight is such a big deal that my friends have to remind me of it every time Kiora comes up. Brilliant Spectrum. Altar's Reap. Call the Scions. All the Scion tokens are going to do something, I guess. Royal Mage's Trick. Boiling Earth. Lithomancer's Focus. A Vestige of Emrakul. Nice. Ugly looking drone. Ghostly Sentinel. Dominator Drone. Valakut Predator. Stasis Snare. I think that's Jace. I think this is the one with where Jace is opening up the Scions, or what are they called? Oh, Scythe Leopard. Haven't seen one of those before. We have Crumble to Dust. And for the rare, Aligned Hedron Network. Oh snap, Aligned Hedron Network. Sweet. That's a good card. We have a Full Art Mountain and an Elemental token. Very nice. Oh, it's a 3/1 with Trample and Haste. Interesting. I wonder what kind of card would use a 3/1 Trample Haste Elemental. I don't know. Grab some water. Alright, we got 2 packs left. Got some good cards from this. Hopefully we'll get either a foil or another mythic, because I'm actually really surprised that in 8 packs we've not found any foils yet. At least we found a mythic. And some pretty nice cards. Alright, first up. Swell of Growth. Dispel. Calistria Nightwatch. Kite Sail Scout. Shatter Skull Recruit. Bone Splitters. I said Bone Sphincters. I was like, what? Unnatural Aggression. Sandstone Bridge. Cloud Manta. Scour from Existence. Chasm Guide. Vampiric Rites. Bladed Gorge. Okay, and the rare in this pack is Fathom Feeder. It's an Eldrazi drone that for a blue and black is a 1/1 with Devoid, Death Touch, Ingest. And it has a 3 blue-black ability that's draw a card and each opponent exiles the top card of his or her library. That's a good card. If I played blue-black, I would use this. But I don't, so I got a Full Art Island and an Eldrazi Scion token. Alright. Last pack. Let's do this. Who wants a piece of the champ? Alright, so after this, I'm going to organize the packs I have to quickly go through the rares and mythics again, just to quickly go through the tokens, just as a wrap-up. Alright, we have Salvage Drone, Calistria Healer, Blister Pod, Volcanic Upheaval, Tandem Tactics, Sandstone Bridge, Cloud Manta, Scour from Existence, Grave Birthing, spooky, Brood Hunter Worm, I actually want to take a look at them, Rot Shambler, Forerunner of Slaughter, Pathway Arrows. The rare is Hero of Goma Theta, Human Knight Ally, Full Art Island, and a 5/5 red-green elemental creature token. Interesting. With a cool artwork on it too. You can't really see it too well because of the light, but that looks pretty badass. Alright, so I'm going to organize these in for a moment so I can show you the best of the best of this.
Okay, time for the final review. First up, tokens. We have one of these wormy Eldrazi Scions, 3 of these tentacly Eldrazi Scions, 2 of these scorpion-y Eldrazi Scions. We've got a Yellow Devil in elemental form. We've got a kind of a really disappointing elemental, an octopus, and a core ally. Full art lands. Got 2 forests, 3 mountains, 3 islands, a plain, and a swamp, and no duplicate arts. That's pretty cool. And of course, the part you've all been waiting for, a review of the rares. We have Prairie Stream. Essentially, it's a blue, and it's a plains and island that enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 more lands. Kind of interesting. We have Radiant Flames. The more mana colors you spend, the more damage it deals to each creature. If you are in a pentacolor deck and use Radiant Flames, you deal 5 damage to everything. Except, oh wait, you don't, because it's a 3 cost. Meaning, if you pay 3 different colors, say red, green, blue, you're going to deal 3 damage to everything. Okay. The Mythic part, the Water Veil, it just lets you take an extra turn and maybe turn a land into a blue elemental. Beast Collar Savant costs 2 and has haste, and it gives you mana of any color as long as you're spending it on creature spells. Not the best in my opinion. Next up, Emiria Shepherd. It's a 4/4 for 7 with flying and landfall. Landfall's ability for this card is whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may return target non-land permanent from your graveyard to your hand. If that land is a plains, you may return that non-land permanent to the battlefield instead. Next up, March from the Tomb. 3, a white and a black. Return any number of target ally creatures with total converted mana cost 8 or less. So that's 8 mana or less for all of the cards, I believe. From your graveyard to the battlefield. A lot of allies I've been seeing are pretty low cost, so you can easily get a couple good cards for that. Lumbering Falls essentially is a island / forest that turns into a green 3/3 green blue elemental with hexproof. It's kind of actually this one I would use. Evolving Wilds. I know it's not a rare, but people love Evolving Wilds. Aligned Hedron Network. You pay 4, and basically everything that has power 5 or greater is exiled until this leaves the field. This is a pretty OP as hell card. Alright. Next up, Hero of Goma Fata. 4 and 1 white. It's a 4/3 ally with Rally. Whenever Hero of Goma Fata or another ally creature enters the battlefield under your command, creatures you control will gain indestructible until end of turn. And then last rare is Fathom Feeder for a blue and a black. It's a 1/1 Eldrazi with Devoid and Death Touch. It has the ability Ingest. In case you're not familiar with Ingest, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles the top card of his or her library. And it has, for 3, a blue and a black, draw a card. Each opponent exiles the top card of his or her library. If you just buff this card a little bit, if you have like a green, blue, black deck, or if you have some enchantments and you just buff this up strong enough, and you're able to Death Touch everything, you can theoretically ingest enough of your opponent to make them mill out their own deck, especially if you're using the bottom ability as well to make them exile even faster. So yeah, get this set while you can because it's short printed. Until next time, I'm Metagross Freak, and see you in the next video.